Crossing the Velodina. Alphanaut has been making himself useful to the Resistance. And with that, another task is complete. I hear you have been keeping busy. Aye, that she has, and we thank her for it. It pleases me to inform you that our new recruits have completed their initial training and stand ready to contribute. As discussed, Monago, I would have you present my proposal for an assault on Castellum Velodina to General Alden personally. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not. Of course, sir. You and yours planning to return to Castramorians before the operation? If so, why don't we travel together? It seems a fine suggestion, but I must consult my comrade ere we depart. Very well, I will wait for you at the pass, but not too long. I expect Kryl and Ishtola will wish to remain here to support the Chirurgeons, but nevertheless, we should go and ask them. I think it's just Shurgens. Yeah, I think it's Shurgens. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I think they purposely do stuff like that, just like, let them try and read that. The Resistance for the Emperor. Excuse me. Baron Hard. Ishtola. Kryl. Is Ultimus? I see, that would explain the sudden flurry of activity outside. This joint operation marks a turning point in our conflict with the Garleans. For the first time, the Resistance and the Alliance shall go on the offensive and attempt to capture an Imperial outpost in occupied territory. Personally, I believe it is imperative that we offer them our full support, as was the case with Ishgard. However, this is not a choice to be made lightly, nor less on others' behalves. This is war, and every side must decide what part he or she would play. I'll fight for Alamigo, for my father, for Ida. I'm in it to the end. The choice was made for us ere we were born, brother, when the Empire marched on Eorzea. They will stop at nothing to subjugate or slaughter us all. Van Belsar and Van Darnus were but the first to try. Though your fervor is surprising, I cannot dispute your logic. At the risk of repeating myself, I am of course of the same mind. The present situation is untenable and further complicated by the existence of Ilbert's Primal. I believe we have no recourse but to directly and openly intervene. I thought this a foregone conclusion given our actions thus far, but if you require renewed affirmation, then yes, I am still wholly committed to this cause, for it is ultimately the selfsame cause I have served since I first pledged to serve Master Louis Sois in the Circle of Knowing, the salvation of Eorzea by any means necessary. You go, girl. That said, I shall refrain from taking the field on this occasion. There are many here who require further treatment, and doubtless more to come after. I came here for Menphilia, and that hasn't changed. However, I'd like to stay with Ishtola for now and tend to the wounded. As for you, you are to quote our dear friend Lord Edmund, the woman who slew Gaius Van Belsar and some half-dozen primals besides. Your presence may well prove the difference between victory and defeat. Many look to you as a hero and heap great expectations upon your shoulders, but you, like every scion, must decide for yourself. Can but carry on for those who we have lost, for those we yet save, as long as there's a battle. To be frank, I'll do what I must. Yeah, I don't really care about these people. Screw it. Like, I don't know. How about this? I'll be there. I like to do some fighting. Ah, ever the adventurer. You live for these moments, do you not? Take care, Ishtola, Kryl, and do not hesitate to contact us should you require assistance. At least I would ask that you remain here by Conrad's side. We should go, or Nago will leave without us. Might I persuade you to join us? Should you wish to give your decision further consideration, Castramorians would seem an apt place to do it. You need not answer right away. I'm sure I can convince Monago to wait a little longer. Nago. Yeah, so I think that's good enough. Temple of the Fist. Not gonna be like Halatali, like or like Hullbreaker Hard. Go fight a bunch of monks. I doubt this is a flying zone. It'd be like Idleshire where you just ride around. So I'd like to get to the top of that statue. Looks cool. So, you will be accompanying us? Full glad I am to hear it. All set? Excellent. Then let us be off. Alright, so we're just going to Oriens. Alright. Okay, we checked that one. That's an ether current, right? Yeah, we'll do that later. Brookstone. Okay. We'll just continue on until we hit a dungeon at least. Welcome back, comrades. What news? Greetings, General. I am come at Commander Kemp's behest to brief you on the latest developments at the Reach. Our recruitment efforts have exceeded expectations. In addition to welcoming many motivated young Alamegans, our ranks have been bolstered by the arrival of a number of experienced veterans, thanks in large part to the efforts of the Scions. As a consequence, we are now able to field half a dozen new units, with more being trained as we speak. Good. I gather Conrad is eager to strike while the iron's hot. Just so, General, he proposes that we begin preparations for a joint operation to capture Castellum Veladina. Capture Veladina? That will not be easy. It will, however, be necessary if we are ever to push east towards the capital. There is no profit in delay. It is only a matter of time before the Garleans learn of our plans and summon reinforcements. The Alliance hereby accepts Commander Kemp's proposal. Tell him to take no chances. Bring every able-bodied Alamegan who can wield a weapon. Pippin, I want Veladina watched. Assess its defenses. Every fortress has a weakness, and I would know this one's. If there is no objection, General, might the Scions join Marshal Tarpin? By all means, if that is all, let us be about it. I'm all about it. Let's do it. It sounds like a dungeon to me. Conrad and the General are of one mind, it seems. I only wish I could say the same. While this aggressive strategy may well profit us in the end, what losses will we suffer in the meantime? Anyway, we should speak with the Vice Marshal about this reconnaissance mission and see how he would like to proceed. Come on, Pippin. Okay, where are we at level-wise? Still at 62. Yeah, okay. Pippin is looking forward to the assault on Castellum Veladina. Veladina. Thank you for volunteering to join me. This should be a fairly straightforward reconnaissance mission, so long as we do not have the ill fortune to run afoul of an Imperial patrol. Come, our destination is beyond East End, just north of Veladina. This ought to be close enough. Now we settle in for a long watch. That said, it would be prudent to keep your weapons at the ready in the event a passing patrol stumbles upon us, or worse. Upon reconnoitering Castellum Veladina, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Turn it up some.
Excellent. The disposition of the Imperial forces is exactly as expected. I will notify Father. Cannon fire! Where did it come from?
Smoke! There! Is that... Oh gods, it's Rhalga's Reach.
It's no use. I think someone's jamming our communications.
You don't think... Could this be part of a coordinated attack?
too early to draw conclusions. We must abort the assault and return to the Reach at once.
Forward! Forward! Give them no quarter!
You! Traitor! Kinslayer!
You're no kin of mine!
No, no, not our buddy.
Meffred!
I should be reacting to this.
He'll take you!
Well, well. Stand aside, Pilus. This one has promise.
Have a care, my lord. She's not like the others.
Do not disappoint me, girl, or I will kill you.
Seven hells! It's him! It's Xenos!
The Viceroy? Oh, you are a dead man! Ah!
So spirited, and yet so empty.
Get him, girl.
Ah, a magical barrier. Alas. It will not save you.
Yashala!
But she's the best one.
Hold the line, Byrolga! Hold the line!
Kryl!
Alphino!
We saw the smoke and thought we heard explosions. Are we under attack?
We were.
The Imperials were all over us before we realized what was happening. No one knew where to run or what to do. It was chaos. Lise and Master Kemp rallied the guards and bought us enough time to get some of the wounded to safety, but I haven't seen either of them since.
Is she telepathic?
Confound it! If we lose the Reach, this will all have been for naught. Arenvold, can you escort these people to the wall?
Aye, sir.
Our place is at the Reach. We must offer such aid and succor as we are able. Saving lives is now our paramount concern. If we can hold back the Imperials until Father sends reinforcements, we may yet turn the tide.
I'll join you. I've done all I can for these people, and you'll be crying out for a healer in there.
I can heal.
I fear you're right. Come, there is no time to lose.
Alfie can heal too. Okay. They just started running for it, huh?
It's all over now!
Somebody like tank them. Guys are done. This is my new friends leave here. It's like out of my range. I'm trying to defend the hostages. Easiest, best defense is a good offense, right? So we target the right damn people. Where are the hostages? Is that what they just call the stragglers? Those monsters, these people had surrendered.
For the glory of the flames!
I wonder if I can get some of them together. There we go. So I'm not just like attacking one thing at a time. Stop targeting the people I need to protect. Oh, well, we're gonna have to kill him too, I'm sure. Where to next? They took Lise and the others deeper inside. You've got... Oh, so this is the... We're finally getting to the dungeon.
scum!
These are the skulls. Screw these guys. I don't know, I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to it all. Somebody's there to heal me, it's fine. Okay, we took down 4 of the rolls left. Alright.
What took you so long? Alpha, no, I need your help.
Yeah, see, he can heal.
My lord, the prisoners!
See to your men, Pylus.
As you command, my lord.
Are they gonna pick a fight with me?
Your friends were a disappointment. But you will entertain me, will you not?
Alright.
As one!
Be gone!
What was that? Not even Father could do that.
Give me something to remember.
The storm. No, run. I'm not gonna make that. I don't know. I don't have any indication of what I'm supposed to do during this fight. Vein Splitter. That's a nice name. I don't know. I might have to pick a better job for this. When it's not so reliant. The one that I'm just better at playing. Like, I wasn't dead. I still had health. Guess it's part of the story, like an unwinnable fight. He's really starting to get on my bad side.
Seven hells.
Can't take him with just the one arm.
Shall we give chase, General?
Nay. There has been enough death this day. See to the wounded.
Aye, sir.
You all right, lass?
Yeah, he's definitely gonna pay next time.
Aye. I do not doubt it.
I don't have any pride. What are you talking about? It's war he wants. War.
Don't you die on me, Ashola! Hold on! Don't worry, it's going to be all right. Alphino, Master Kemp is all yours.
Understood.
Don't just stand there gawping. Hold her down while I work.
Don't hurt my baby.
The worst is past, but without the proper facilities, I can do no more.
Master Kemp too would be better served in the infirmary. Let us take them there without delay.
Give us a hand, would you, Lise? Of course. I know you must be exhausted, but there will be others who need our help. Leave these two to us and look to the other wounded.
Alright, Raubon. You did well, you saved lives. No matter what happens, remember that. Now then, let's do what we can for the wounded. Every minute counts. In Crimson Brigade. That's the way you start, anyways. The fires fade. The haunted look in Raubon's eyes speaks volumes. See to the wounded. If they live, help them. If not, move on. Yeah, it is war. Can't save the dead. For better or worse. Dewy youth. Meffred. Meffred lies motionless, having breathed his last. Clenched in his fist is a small charm which you take for safekeeping. He was already cold when I got to him. There was naught I could do. That charm must have been important. You best take it to Conrad. Alright. They will rue this day. I didn't actually help any wounded, did I? Like, Nago, Meffred, where are you? This is... He's dead, isn't he? Meffred was a warrior, always thinking about others before himself. He once had an Imperial patrol chase him nigh on 20 moms so that his wounded would have time to escape. His comrades loved him for it, of course, though that only made him worry more. Did you know that he sent his men in Quarry Mill away because he thought they were fighting for him and not the cause? Aye, well, he did. The only life he was willing to risk was his own, you see. That's exactly the kind of man who should be leader. The kind of man who deserves to survive. Not an old fool who's all used up. There's no logic to it, Master Kemp. There never is. Who stands, who falls. In the heat of battle, we can but do our best, as he did. Meffred will be sorely missed, aye, but because of his sacrifice, many now live who otherwise would not, and they need us, now more than ever. Aye, that they do. Forgive me, I had high hopes for him is all. Alfie's grown a bit. We're finally at level 61. Okay, level 61 quest. Okay, Pippin. I say we raid this castrum thing, or is it Castellum? Bereft of hearth and home, Rauger's Reach is no longer safe, as Pippin well knows. Our defeat was no near thing, it was total humiliation. We were powerless to withstand our enemy's assault. But we cannot afford to dwell on our failure, as Alphinaud said it is those who survived whom we must think of now. Rauger's Reach is no longer safe. The Imperials may have withdrawn, but they could return at any time to finish what they began. We dare not remain here. Those who are not fit to make the journey to Castramorians will need to be taken by Chocobo carriage. Agreed? Good, I shall oversee preparations for the carriage. In the meantime, I would have you scour the infirmary for any supplies that might prove useful during the journey. That's a side quest, we're not doing that. Orale! Forgive me, but it is imperative that I continue preparing medicines for the wounded. If you desire treatment, I must ask that you seek it elsewhere. Oh, I see. In that case, you are free to search the barber and take that which you require. I would not have our people dying en route. I would assist you, but this process demands my undivided attention. There's like one right here. Medical supplies. Those might be useful, right? Raid the drug cabinet. Alright. Flame Courier. 7 hells, man. Miss, Marshal Terrapin said you might have something for me. 12 be praised. This should put the driver's hearts at ease. Tell the Vice Marshal we await his orders. If Stoll and the others are safely strapped in, don't worry, I'll be by her side the entire time. Thank you, Cryer. I'll walk alongside. They'll need protection in case the Garleans try anything. Hang on, you're injured too, aren't you? Shouldn't you be in one of the carriages? I'm not so frail that I can't make the trip on my own. Besides, there's still work to be done here. I'll see you at the wall when it's finished. As you wish, then let us set forth at once. We shall move as quickly as our comrades' health allows. To Castramorians. How did they find this place anyway? Wasn't it like glamored? Maybe they'll explain that later. Trader on the inside. Conrad is a man struggling to cope with a bitter reality. You saved a good many of my men, and I cannot thank you enough for that. The fact remains our forces were decimated, and this state will not be mounting an assault on Castellum Velodina anywhere else. We need to be honest with ourselves about our prospects, but first we need to put our affairs here in order. Afterwards I'll join you at Castramorians. Understood. We will go and speak with General Alden. We're almost at 63. Alright. That's not the first time the Empire's just kind of like walked in on us and started murdering people, right? I mean, they did that in A Realm Reborn. Pippin has already departed with the wounded, has he? Good. We have completed our search of the Reach and the surrounding area. As far as we can tell, Xenos and his men returned straightways to Specula Imperatoris after quitting this place. It would seem he's lost interest in us. Which brings us to the most troubling question of all. Not how he found us, but why he chose to spare our lives having done so. In war, you kill or capture your enemy. You don't leave him to fight another day. Only a fool would turn his back and walk away, but Xenos is no fool. Whatever his motive, this is neither the time nor place to think on it. I will leave a token for us to watch over the Reach. The rest will fall back to Castramorians. We can discuss our path forward there. No, you have to leave some survivors in order to tell the tale, or else it's like it's a fruitless endeavor. So we're just going to Castramorians. Okay, how's our inventory? Okay, inventory is good. Nice. Kryle is with Ishtola. She still hasn't woken up, but Kryle says she's through the worst. Given the severity of her wound, we could have hoped for no more. Let us pray she makes a full recovery. We lost a lot of good people, didn't we? I saw it happen when that Skull's commander cut down Mefford. A single blow and that was it. Everything he fought for, all his hopes and dreams for the future, gone in an instant. And do you want to know the worst part? It wasn't a Garlean who did it, it was an Alamegan. God's help me if I ever... No, not now, not while the general's waiting. Oh, Lys.
Were it not for the swift actions of the Scions and the Alliance, many more would have died. You risked your lives to save ours, and for that we thank you.
There is no need for thanks. We are allies, are we not?
Aye, just so. Let us not dwell on this tragedy, but look to the future.
The future? I'm sorry, General, but there is no future for us. We've lost too many. Gods, I can still see Meffrid with that woman standing over him. They've ripped the heart out of us, General. They've broken us. Our fight is over.
Master Kemp, please.
I'll always hate them with every fiber of my being. For what they took from us then and now. Our homeland, our freedom, our bloody children.
You mean the Skulls? The youths who fight for Xenos?
Grania Lupi, the Black Wolf's legacy and our shame. A unit made up of children born to Alamegan dignitaries who came of age during the occupation. Sons and daughters of Gir Abania, raised to be proud citizens of the Empire, with all the rights and responsibilities that entails. It'd be easy to curse them and call them traitors, but they're our children. Our flesh and blood. If the only way to forge the future we want is to cut down our own, then...
Then what was it all for?
Nargo.
What will you say to the families of the fallen? To the mothers, and the widows, and the orphans? Will you tell them it was all for nothing?
Listen to the girl. We dare not suffer our comrades' sacrifices to have been in vain. Now is the time to steel our resolve and press on, painful though it may be.
And when Xenos comes back with his army, what then? This isn't the first time, you know. You'll be hard-pressed to find men brave or stupid enough to face him again.
We'll face him.
I still can't believe how strong he was. He humiliated us back there. The Warrior of Light included. Gods help us if he's next in line to the Garlean throne.
Loath though I am to say it, we should not be surprised. Before succeeding Van Baelsar in Alamigo, Xenos led the Imperial army to Doma, where he crushed the rebellion utterly. As a matter of fact, Doma remains in his charge to this day. Suffice it to say, Varys' heir is a peerless warrior and an accomplished general. The question is, how are we to contend with such a foe?
I can do it, let me do it. we fight, we keep on fighting till we win. Yeah, if he's in charge of both places, we divide his forces.
Come now, even you have your limits. But then, so too must he. One legatus ruling two provinces a world apart. Yes, divide and conquer.
See?
We kindle the flames of revolution in Doma once more, thereby forcing Xenos to fight a war on two fronts.
For that, there would need to be someone left to fight on this front by the time you got back. Look, I'll not deny the plan as promised. And I feel for our brothers and sisters in Doma, truly I do. But I fear we lack the strength to see it through.
Have faith in your people, Master Kemp. Them and the Scions. Hold fast, rebuild. And when all is in place, we shall defeat Xenos together.
If you're going to Doma, I'm coming too. I want to help our friends there. And make sure nothing like this ever happens again.
Aye. Yeah, let's go to Doma.
Give us the time we need, and we will give you something far greater.
Very well. For all you have done for us, we will fight on. But be swift, comrades. Alamigo has suffered enough.
Come on, Alfie. Goes without saying, but the Scions alone have not the strength to topple a provincial government, here or anywhere else. And I am quite certain the same can be said of the Doman Liberation Front. Nevertheless, we can but go and assess the situation for ourselves and see what can be done. Lest you doubt what good we few can accomplish, I would remind you that my grandfather and his 12 disciples once journeyed to these lands to save Eorzea and her people from certain doom. Brave souls with an impossible task, and Eorzea lives on. Our present mission may not be as monumental in scope, but it is no less important to the multitudes whom we would free from imperial oppression, whom we will free. Now, our boy's all grown up. 63. Yay. What say you, Alizé? Lies, damn lies, and pirates. Alizé is contemplating the logistics of a journey to the Far East. Where men go as one, there is life. Where there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Oathard is not exactly over the river and through the woods. I am one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tataru is. But before we discuss that, there's another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like if we could make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as a liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Istola cannot be left unattended, and I should obviously remain, very well, issue addressed. And you know, Alphanot, it would have been quicker just to ask and markedly less patronizing. Yes, I suppose. Would you be willing to look after Stola and provide support to Ehrenwald and the others? Yes, Alphanode, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip and don't you dare return with a gift. I'd like to know what he got into at school that she's got over him, that he's like deathly afraid of her. I would not dream of it. Right then, Sister Zilly, Lise, gather your things. We are for Limza Laminza. We're going to Lisa Lamisa. Tataru should be here any moment with our ship's captain. So we're going by sea after all. Is Merweb lending us a pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You're right, in as much as we will be traveling by sea, regrettably it is simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Emperor's aerial defenses. But then it is equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Speak of the devil. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Corvalin of the Kraken's Arms. I've met him in a couple of quests. I think side quests. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. They're like Corsairs, aren't they? And Cavaliers. Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement? Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She has ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. But where was I? Oh yes, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it is important that you are aware of certain extenuating circumstances. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from God-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law as set forth by indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I, for one, think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor, unfortunate soul has come to the grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to the House Durandare vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor count remains convinced that his son still lives, and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Oh, is he a noble? All that time in the bar was really helpful, wasn't it? Hey, kids, you can learn a lot by hanging out at bars. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you are prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you as far as Kugane and Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. I really thought it'd be like halfway through before we went to the east. I guess it just split between the two the whole way, huh? That makes sense story-wise. Suddenly all those hours Tataru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Night seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tataru took in making Captain Corvalin squirm. Tales from the Far East. Often others think of ways you might pass the time. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tataru and I will procure necessary supplies. Alize, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Urianger on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with them. But of Zilly and Lise. I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll and speak with our Doman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we have completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go. Break! Ready, break! Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll ask around the House of Splendors. You take the Rising Stones. I'll meet you here after. Got it? Okay. Return to the Waking Sands. Look at Yoshi P just sitting there. Homie. Hey, homie. You are truly planning to travel to Doma? I do not know what to say. Forgive me. I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land nestled on the eastern coast of Othard. Along the banks of the one river, our nation thrived, proud and free until the Garleans came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish. But travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. So, they conquered Doma 25 years ago, and Alamigo 20 years. And then the battle at Silvertear was 15 years ago, and it took them 10 years to rebuild their forces before Bahamut. Okay, they got like every 5 years a big campaign or something like that. But then they lost the big airship over Silvertear, so that took longer. Okay, it makes sense. Ozam. What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. That you go to join Ugiri and Gosetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Ah, forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Naga clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle, even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men in Magitech. To think that what was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of dear Lord Kyan has become a den for Garlean dogs. You know, I have a ninjutsu teacher. Maybe he would know something. He's from Doma. Greetings. What brings you to the toll this day? Hey, I work here. Technically. What? You are for Doma? Heavens, you Scions have shown us nothing but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under their tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor dead, Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was right. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered and fought to reclaim our nation, but when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. So, Xenos is a bad dude then. Is anyone in the Solar? Munokahai. Megalagahai Megahanio. Interest of fate. We just do an MSQ. We might cut out some of the running. I don't know. Depends on how lazy I am. I haven't done a whole lot of editing, so. My computer's not the fastest either. So. Ah, there you are. Learned anything interesting? The older Domans I spoke with tried to teach me all about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eorzeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Ishgardians, but anyway, did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't all that hard, actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old... Huh? Wow, what you learn sounds a lot more useful unless someone invites us for dinner, of course. I hope they do. She got the right idea. Lise thinks it's time you return to Limsa Lamenza. Right, no point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsa. Alvinald said meet at the ferry docks, I think. Yeah, there's no point in taking level 60 quest yet. We're still only at 63. Alright, since we're going to the east, we'll probably change to Samurai. Anyway, ferry docks are by the Arcanist Guild? Yeah. Do we dress the part? Alright, I'm all ready for our trip. Let's go, Alfie. You have returned, Zilly. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends in Revenant's Toll. I am eager to hear all, though it can wait until we have left port. We will have enough time to talk on our journey to Kugane. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you have completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. Where's the deckhand? Okay. Well, too late to go ocean fishing. No, like literally right here. I just walked right past it. All set, lass? I'll see you to the ship if so. Board the misery. Is this like some implication of what's to come? Like, board the misery. Okay.
Twelve be praised. Full sure was I that I had come too late.
Urianger.
Urianger? Tell me you haven't come all this way just to see us off.
Nay, my lady. Ere you quit these shores for eastern climes, I wished to share some words of seeming import. Look ye where the sun doth rise. See crimson embers, darkening skies. Look ye where the sun doth fall. See azure lost amidst the squall.
Well, that sounds suitably foreboding. Another one of your prophecies, I presume?
Like a song.
Of far eastern origin, aye. It is mine earnest hope that this ancient wisdom may serve to guide you on your journey. For what dangers lie in wait for you upon those distant shores are yet beyond my knowing.
A parting gift befitting your roundabout ways. Thank you.
Like a care package would have been nice.
I have more than words for you, my lady.
Oh, that works.
It's beautiful. Is it for me?
Though undeniably powerful, your ethereal blade taxeth you greatly in the wielding. Not so this rapier, which shall serve you just as well against all but the most formidable foe.
Impressive. It feels as though it's attuned to my ether. I shall treasure it.
Honored guests, say your farewells, for the moment of our parting draws nigh. A fair wind blows, and I mean to follow it.
It would seem our ship is set to sail. Pray give my regards to Thancred and the others. And take care.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Oh, we're doing the Indiana Jones thing again.
A fine day, is it not? Fair winds and following seas. The Misery is enjoying herself. Nevertheless, it would not do for you to spend the entirety of our voyage above deck. Let me show you to your quarters.
Trouble.
Supposed to do that?
Not under normal circumstances.
Here we go. Tagged at sea. Final Fantasy trope.
Captain! You need it on deck! Something queer's afoot. The winds died down, the waters went still, and all of a sudden, we were dragged off course.
Dragged? By what?
Can't rightly say, sir. But some of the lads are muttering about seeing things in the water. Things that shouldn't be there.
Oh, for the love of... If you will excuse me a moment. Actually, might I persuade you to join me? Loath though I am to admit it, I have a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Is it a fight? A dungeon? A primal? I think I've been fishing on this boat. No. Not without incident. Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No, as the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the Misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the ceruleum engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them. Things the lads saw. Things, I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive, an adjective, for example? Sea-wolf superstitions and fairy tales, not more. But if you must know, the things which he is so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths. Preposterous. Yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it is probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse, to let the current take us where it will and deal with whatever we find there. Ghost! What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I am beginning to like you, girl. Once we arrive at our destination, my crew shall remain with the ship to defend it while we venture forth to deal with the cause of our troubles. Then it is settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. A lot of things ruining the day today. You will rue this day. Sirensong Sea, now accessible. Oh, finally a dungeon. Finally. Well, I mean, I guess in the interest of, like, not having to wait for Q, maybe we should just do duty support. It would fit more in with the story. Yeah, we'll do that. And that way we don't have to sit around waiting for 20 minutes for it to fill up. The Sirensong Sea. No, they're just jumping on the boat. There'd be pirates. Yay! I assume there's more than just being on the deck of the boat, right? That would not be a good way to start an expansion. Hey, here's your first dungeon. You're just on the deck of the boat the whole time. I need a...
Take this!
Away with you!
Away with you. Basically, we just didn't want to wait in queue forever.
No quarter!
That helps with my gauge, I believe. Oh, it's been a while since I played. I leveled everything up, but I haven't quite remembered all the nuances of a position.
Take this!
Fall.
You like it.
Now what? Island dead ahead. All hands brace for impact. Seems we've arrived. Go on and greet our host. The rest of us will patch up the ship. Now I'm like stuck on something. I was like, oh, I stopped moving. Ancient mirror. I don't know. We just doing what we gotta do. We're not like super strong yet either, so. And like, I don't know if like duty support even uses AoEs. Trying to remember what everything does.
Focus. Release!
I don't know, when you factor in like waiting for duty support can sometimes be quicker. Like, yeah, they do less damage on average.
Take this!
Teeth, the whipjacks. Reflection of Colobos. I don't remember what my positionals are. doing the best we can. Yes, I have a feeling it would have been faster. I don't know. Like, some dungeon queues are really, really long. My weapon's alright, everything's at 270. My eye level's fine. I think it was 240 to get in here. Remember, hold on. What's this do? That's just my mitigation, right? And what's this? A kinky gauge. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I probably should have looked at my positionals. I thought it said Space Rock at first. Sea swallows all. I mean, I don't know. Amorphous applause.
This one's for you, Ida.
I don't know. I just still think, like, I don't understand why she took her sister's identity. I mean, I get the reason she said it. It just kind of felt that way and it's just easier. Like some kind of homage.
Here it comes.
Oh yeah, it's not just jumping back. I gotta like jump back and then throw the thing and then, yeah. It's like jump back, do this. And then jump forward, and it's supposed to like be like a free shot or something. I don't know. I'll look at it. He's almost done.
Take this!
It's certainly not the best one. Sea Rock is no longer sealed. I probably don't need any of this either, but might end up with some slightly better stuff. Ghost Baroque Bracelet of Casting. Oh yeah, I forgot to get all my marks. I got my elite mark earlier and that was it. Okay, let's go, boys. The T. Not the teeth. Dentata.
Take this!
I'm trying to find a good spot. I guess we're all focusing on this one. I've only really used duty support for like leveling. I used it on the Praetorium the first time I played through. Because I wanted to see the cutscenes. It's like the first time I played A Realm Reborn. I didn't realize it had unskippable cutscenes till like well after doing roulettes. But I was like, I don't want to make other people have to wait for me to do cutscenes for the final dungeon. I don't have a gap closer? No. Oh yeah, I do. It's this one, yeah, okay.
Take this!
I've been playing PvP. I'm going to stick the rest of the skills. We'll sort that out when we get them. With the most useful ones. But we still need to keep some of the older ones just for like roulettes, right? I mean, a lot of times with these later jobs, like you still stick with the same old skills. They just kind of buff them and make them more powerful. I'm digging the whole pirate ship aesthetic thing. Ghost bar hearing. It's a ghost ship. I mean, who doesn't like a ghost ship? It took them till this expansion to get a ghost ship. It's like, it's kind of surprising. I mean, especially because the first dungeon was pirates. Hey Cap, you mind taking some of this aggro? Oh yeah, no, duty support's way better than Adventure Squadron. As far as like, especially mechanics, your Adventure Squadron just kind of stands in mechanics. The Adventure Squadron does do a lot of damage though. I don't know if they do any Stormblood dungeons, because aren't they capped at 60? Or were they just capped at 60 because I was on free trial last time I did anything with them? Oh, we could have done this as a red mage. I don't have any issue with that. Just figured we were going to the east, we'd switch to the samurai. We're going to keep 3 jobs kind of level through this MSQ. Unless I just decide to play something else. And we're going to keep leveling stuff. Am I missing something? Oh, here. Okay. The governor. Hello, Governor. I can't get close enough. There we go.
Of the Kraken.
I don't know. Is that a dynamo? I don't know. Never played this before. This is my first time through it. They just kind of put out like AoEs, yeah. Because I can't target them. Yeah, I need to check my positionals again. I don't remember which is which. Not offhand. I'd care more if we was in here, if we were in here with like other people.
Away with you!
We're just doing duty support, so we didn't have a 20-minute queue. That's it. Plus, we're probably not going to post the dungeon. I don't know. Gordon's Delight. It's ever been... Yeah, see, everything's probably till about 67, 68 before I have to get any kind of new gear. I probably won't even need a whole lot.
No quarter!
The prison island. That's nice. I mean, it kind of makes sense to have all the sea themed stuff. But there's a lot of pirate sea themed stuff in this game. I mean, it starts with Sastasha. It's not just that, they have the lighthouse. And even Hullbreaker Isle is like the hard mode version with Captain Mistbeard or whatever. In here. Sometimes they have like treasure chests and stuff in those. Yeah, see, there's one in there. Yeah, those things, you fight a lot of those in Palace of the Dead, so. Up in here at some point. So it feels like it's going to take a while. So if we just queued up normally, it might not. Like my tanks and my healers might go pretty fast. I feel like they just take a lot of hits for the level it is. Like they just feel slow. Grab it. We don't even need seals. We don't need anything really. I mean, we'll get plenty of tomestones. We'll cap out on tomestones before we can even buy anything with them. So. All right.
With you.
And flashbacks to the vault.
I hope you like it right.
Alright, Captain. I mean, it's probably... I don't know if it's any different characters. I mean, I know they take different positions, right? If you come in as like a tank, like somebody else would be, obviously. I mean, does that mean that Corvallian would stay behind and like Alizé would be in. I just didn't think they had duty support for Stormblood yet. Or are they just not finished with it? I think they're going to finish it with it the next patch, or is it with Dawn Trail?
Take this!
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's taking forever. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. No, I think we'll have everybody up to 70 pretty quickly, actually. I don't know if we'll get them all there before finishing Stormblood MSQ, but...
Take this!
I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take to do the entire MSQ. The ship graveyard. Aren't you lovely? Like a flower. Lorelei. They're gonna waste my limit break if I don't just use it first, right? Had it not taken so long, I wouldn't have had it because they used it on the second boss. Where's March?
This one's for you, Ada.
It's been 2 years. Is this something I can avoid? No, the best I can do is just stay out of the way of wherever the hell it's supposed to send me.
Release!
Morbid retreat. Figured it'd make me go the other way. I catch on sometimes. That good, yeah. It's the first dungeon. It's not supposed to be like super difficult. Like if the AI can do it, I sure as shit can do it. Remember looking at positionals next time. realized I was going the wrong way. Thought it would make me retreat, because that was kind of the thing that it was doing. Did we get a spirit bond on something? Materia. Yay! Yeah, I haven't played yet. So, it's my first time through, thank you. It's my first time playing through the Stormblood MSQ. So. Alright, what did we get? We're gonna have to go turn some stuff in pretty soon. Still nothing as good as the tombstone gear I had. I guess the tombstone gear is just gonna last me till probably 67, 68. We gained a level, I think.
That appears to be the last of them.
I guess we can sail away now.
Word from the Misery. Repairs are complete, and we may resume our journey without further delay.
Every once in a while, in the middle of a trip, you have to stop and slay some
another
ghosts.
ghost story, it will be too soon.
It's like a prison island, they said. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, we didn't just go to the east, we went all the way to the east. So far, so good. Like it's like the divide and conquer thing kind of makes sense.
I remember the sea.
It's still really early though.
And the crash of the waves as we drew closer to Kugane.
Oh yeah, he said he couldn't bring us directly to the island.
The only port open to outsiders in Hingashi, across the Ruby Sea from Othard, from Doma. All the colors of the rainbow, all the peoples of the world, all in one place. I wish you could have seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought that it would... I knew that we would be coming to, like, the east. Like, I don't know much in the way of spoilers, but I just kind of figured. But I really thought it would be, like, level 64, 65. But in the course of the story, it makes sense to come here. Congratulations, you now stand in Kugane, the western port of Hingashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. And when I do apologize for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey, needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. My background music's really loud. Despite traveling halfway around the world, Alpha Node is in no mood to take in the sights. He's such a party pooper sometimes. Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you all that we are far from home with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. This is our hub city, I guess. Captain Carvalon, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kugane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Othard were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here who will aid you for the right price. Cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma. The captain makes a good point. Just like that Yugiri and Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Othard, assuming they are not still in the city. Ere we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alphinaud. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. She just wants to go to the bar again. Like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but like... Captain Carvalhan, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? See, yes, you're just going to the bar. Like, desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier. Like, it's been helpful so far. Whether your journeys have come to an end or are about to begin, the Shiokaze hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? Yeah. But of course, surely you did not think I traveled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart. Perish the thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you. I remember him from one of the side quests. And I think they just used him in like the Moonfire Fair too. Right then, to the hostelry. After you. Him and the female captain pirate. Not Merwib, just like she's like a regular pirate captain. So far, I kind of liked, it kind of depends on the story, and this one,
12.
not quite.
I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
Oh, is that his not in Kansas moment?
A tavern is a tavern, Alphino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still kind of early in the story to like to pin down a great character yet for this particular expansion.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I presume. I hope your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service.
I really like Justinian and Heavensward, but I think that's a pretty normal sort of thing, right? I didn't like him at first, but he grew on me pretty well.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the
Oh,
borders of
Lolorito.
Eorzea, but not so
Good
far
lord.
as Kagane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
Yeah, no telling. I mean,
My, such naked suspicion.
these Lalafels have their hands in everything, don't they?
Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you? Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets.
Yeah, I had done the Dragoon
I
quest
see now that this was not
probably
the time
about,
or the place to indulge.
I don't know, it was like level 54, level 55. So I was like a little less than halfway through
Might I
Heavensward
suggest
when
that
I
we
started
continue this
leveling everything
conversation
else
with
up.
company officers. Too many eyes and ears here, you understand.
So I'd already met
It would
him,
be
but
decidedly reckless to say any more.
before we ever really got anywhere in the Heavensward main
If I may
scenario
favor
quest,
you with the
I'd
invigorating
already kind of
candy
finished the
you apparently
Dragoon
crave,
quest.
it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
So we were both Azure Dragoons.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire.
Well, that makes
with whom
sense.
You have such a difficult relationship.
This is kind of like a neutral country, right?
To paraphrase, Kugani is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
It's like the enemy you know sort of thing. Hey. Not really. Not yet. Like, I based her look on a friend of mine who had passed away right before I started playing the game. So, other than that, like, I haven't really gotten that far with it. Hey, I was on free trial for a long time, and I managed to get all the relic weapons, but I haven't done so much in, like, character lore or anything. Oh, it got loud outside. Yeah, like, I really enjoyed up to 50, was it up to 50 or maybe even up to 60? The Dragoon quest line was probably my favorite at the time. Like the Black Mage one was actually pretty good too. I like that one. After that, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, I don't remember a whole lot of them. Like the Dark Knight one was neat. But, I mean, I did all the jobs, so it's kind of hard to remember them all. I remember the hardest one was Scholar. Like, I remember it was level 50 or level 60, but that was probably the hardest one to pass. And it's just like, you have to sit there and, like, Asuna all the guys or whatever, Tonberries the whole time. It was a nightmare. It's just like, mainly just because of the way targeting works in this game. Okay, let's continue on. Let's see what he has to say. And you must be Zililazathi, slayer of gods, rider of dragons, savior of Ishgard, stealer of pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. I think I have stolen pants before. I knew it. May I say what an honor and a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, my lady. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way, if you would be so good as to follow me. Oh yeah, he's gonna walk me right by the Aetherite, isn't he? That's alright, I still remembered to do it. And they didn't always do that in Heaven's Word, though. Like, don't forget to attune to it. Hey. Yeah, hey, there's the Aetherite. Go touch it. Everyone, if I could have your attention, please. You are now standing in Tinconto. I'm going to mispronounce all of this. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the Aetherite, which stands over yonder. The design is markedly different from those in Charlian, yet I trust its function identical. Yeah, it does look different. A diplomat and a scholar, will wonders never cease. Far Eastern Aetherite technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed by Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts. Attune if you like. Yeah, like, so you just told me to attune to it. Kind of figured they would, but... What is this? Leaves! Oh, they have leave quest here, too. I haven't done one of those in a long time. Well, I did a lot of temple leaves recently, but that was just for crafters. Oh, he likes to talk, doesn't he? Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the Aetherite. Come, let us move along. The markets are next. Good, because I'm gonna need to get new gear for, at least for my crafters. Another sightseeing spot. Now they're gonna be hard to get to, like all the ones in A Realm Reborn, aren't they? Yeah, some of these are a nightmare to get to. The Heavensward ones are easy. How many are there? 62. Yeah, that's not too bad. We're not going to do any of that until after we finish MSQ, though. We have arrived at the largest shopping district in Kogane Dori. Kugane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So in this preposterous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or Kogane, are earned by local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. That makes sense. Hehehe, now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh, a kindred spirit. What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Oh, she's the best. Hancock of the East Aldenar Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master Caton, pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guest, but recently come from distant Eorzea. His kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dori. Oh, so he's like the mayor. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Caton of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. I'm just going to butcher all these words. I know it. It's a shame. Kugane Tower jumping puzzle. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Orzi and Gil are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. Oh, good. There's no, like, money exchange. That would be kind of a pain. Jumping puzzle. Oh, is it like Leap of Faith? Because that's, like, the worst. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you will find all of them and more. Kugane jumping puzzle. I guess we'll run into that at some point, right? Are they gonna bring me by that in the main quest line here? Let me go attune to this real quick. Whilst we're here. I don't know, like... Yeah, like Leap of Faith is like maybe my least favorite thing to do. Like, I've gotten through quite a few of them. It's just like eminently frustrating. Like, some stages are worse than others, certainly, but like a lot of time I'll just go in there and I'll be like, oh, what's the gate today? And it's like, no, it's just for the sightseeing log? Oh, if it's for the sightseeing log, then I'm gonna have to do it, because I've already filled out most of the sightseeing log. So I've done Realm Reborn and Heavensward. So when we finish with MSQ, we'll go back and do the sightseeing log. So if I have to do it to finish it, then we'll certainly get it done at some point. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to Ijingai, the district in which Ijin or foreigners are permitted to reside. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations, after all, such spats being strictly forbidden. Iseki Segumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. Oh, okay. Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. Well, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant and his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of Seku Segumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. Oh, I don't even want to think about that. So as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves in a manner of the late Telegi Adeleji. Oh, he really liked that, didn't he? Oh, how I amuse myself, but we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. Yeah, it's probably not a good to pick a fight with, like, foreign dignitaries in general. I mean, wars aren't won through aristocrats, right? They just start them. Where the hell am I going? Okay. Like, in circles. Like, I have no idea what the layout of this city is yet. Though it seems, like, pretty square and easy to get around, comparatively to some of the other ones. Ruby Bazaar. Good. My crafters are going to need new gear because I've just been updating them with temple leaves and supply and provisioning missions. I can't get anything higher than I have in Idleshire. And everything on the market board is just ridiculous. This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. Well, I mean, like, yeah, like... everybody needs a hobby, right? Like, I mean, they're like a nation of engineers. Like, some of them are bound to be creatives. Hancock seems to be quite pleased with himself. There is oh so much more I could speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district, but you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Yeah, like Sid and like Nero. Nero's the one that refitted the ultimate weapon. So like, yeah, and they all do Magitech stuff. So like, if you got that many engineers, I mean, they're not all eggheads. Some of them are going to be creative. Like you're going to have artisans and you're going to have skilled laborers and stuff. I mean, it's a big empire too. Let us retire to the company offices. Yay. Progress. I just attuned to that one. Oh, is that in Stormblood? I did all the side quests in A Realm Reborn and Heavensward. I was on free trial for a bit. We have much to discuss, so I'll refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way. A theater troupe. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, we're like just getting started. We're ways away from Alliance raids, I'm sure. But we'll get there. I mean, the heavens were. Oh, here we go. Let's listen to this.
Against all manner of surveillance, where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Auri shinobi and the Rugadin samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
I figured they'd be here.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
I mean, she wore those shades for so long, she probably couldn't see anything.
We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea.
Okay.
Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
Confederacy? Pirates?
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
Yeah, so basically they're pirates now. Makes sense. Can't collect the tolls.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
He seems so trustworthy. Alright. Is this the new Rising Stones? Ruby Bazaar. Though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamegan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. I think I still prefer the old quest music. And I picked up a skill. What did I learn? Hisatsu Kyoten. It's another AoE. Okay, so wheel. That's just a gauge filler. It's not a combo though, so that probably... Okay. That was it. Alright, Alpha Node is a man with a plan. What do we get? Ooh, present. Good samurai is hard to find. I'm like standing right here. It would seem inefficient for us all to venture out together in search of information on Yugiri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed, we need to cast our net wider, split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we're to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tataru would seem best suited for the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. Like an information broker. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alizé and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you can take those in the north. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yugiri and Gosetsu during our voyage. Wow, Ishtola warned me that you were a bit of an artist, but these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. On a boat, no less. Looks like you and me, Zilly. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. Well, they seem to have a lot of aetherites here, so maybe we should run around town and just attune to all of them whilst we're here. It'll make getting around later quite a bit easier. Ruby Bazaar. Wow, Alpha Node sketches are so, I don't know how to put it, but they're very, well, see for yourself. You may view Alpha Node sketches at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Okay, yeah, it's just... Okay. It's a lot of detail. It's more like them than they do. Honestly, I could make a living doing this. Oh, sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the Onsen. That was it. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go to... Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes. There is naught that the mystical waters of the Bokaisen hot springs cannot heal. Ho, what is that in your hand? Have you seen this boy? You seek this all raw in this Rogadin, do you? 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons past or present. Please, we came all the way from Eorzea to find our friends. We have our reputation to consider, miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Seku Segumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there is naught I can do. I don't know if I'm even saying that right, but like, we'll get something out of it. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the hostelry? Kotokaze, was it? Just gotta find the Hokage. No, we'll just... Where are we going? Like, okay. The hostelry. I just closed the map. Kotokaze! Okay, let's talk to the hunt member. Or are they gonna send us to go do something? Shiokaze Hostelry is keeping a close, enlisting eye on passers-by. You there, aye, you. You look to be a strong one. I'm Estriel of Clan Centurio. Tell me, have you any interest in joining the hunt? Just a moment. You are a newly made member of Clan Centurio, are you not? Zilly, was it? I knew it. I've heard your name from good Ardalain. To hear him tell it, you're quite the hunter. But if there's truth to that, then tell me, why are you yet but a fledgling huntswoman? Mayhap you have made an ill name for yourself? No reverence for authority? Trouble getting on with others? No matter. The hunt will solve all your worries and woes. Go your court and redeem your reputation. There's no need for fanciful or flowery explanations. Simply hunt, 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 and hunt some more. The more monsters that die by your hand, the more the clan will hold you in high esteem. Heed the call and prove yourself. Ah, just talking of the hunt sets my blood to surging. No doubt you care to know more, for how could you not? Go and see... outside the Shiokaze hostelry. She will tell you all you need to know. Off with you then. Yeah, there's no way I'm pronouncing that. Like, sometimes I think they just hit their keyboard when they need to put names in. And like, yeah, that's something. Hey. Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. Ah, an Ori shinobi and a Rogadin samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of my own. If I speak of that which you know, Ejin, I be not offended. If you are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea, the doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet. I see, and you are familiar with the ways of Hingashi, how we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own, indifferent and callous, some may call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Yeah, I'm down for killing stuff. I'm all the time. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ejin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Oh, she's like, oh yeah, we'll just tell anybody anything. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wished, the two individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you like. Ahoy, Captain. You've been a great help, Mistress Kotokaze. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. Yeah, well, we can't get wine now. We should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet here when we've finished, alright? Good luck. Yeah, I mean, we can grab a bottle to take with us. Where's the hunt lady at? I see it like... literally, like it looks like it's in front of me on the map. Oh, it's outside the building, that's why. Oh, there it is. They'll probably give me like their 1-star marks, huh? Estril sent you, did she? So you are one of our clan named Zilly, okay. Well met, sister. I am Blah, and like Estrild, I am a veteran member of Clan Centurio. The clan hunt board here in Kugane is under my keeping. I confess I am shocked to hear an adventurer who has made such a name for herself as you has yet to rise in our ranks. What evils have you done to stay your climb? I do hunts every day. Every couple of times a week anyways. Oh, I'm in the wrong, am I? Well, this much I know to be right. For a savage such as yourself to languish in our lowest ranks is a waste not often seen in Clan Centurio. And so by the power vested in me by Clan Centurio, I grant you the right to undertake 1-star veteran clan marked bills. See them done in number, and one day you too will find yourself among Clan Centurio elite. What's a start? Heed this advice. Do not mock the single star. The strength and ferocity of your prey will be far greater than others you've known before. Hunt bold, but hunt wary. We'll pick it up whilst we go. Kill something if we come across it. You are now able to undertake 1-star veteran clan marked bills from the clan hunt boards in Kugane and Rauger's Reach. Defeat the monsters described on the bills and you will be rewarded with Centurio seals which can be exchanged for exclusive items. To exchange Centurio seals for exclusive items, speak with either Elstrad or Satsuya, Shiokaze Holsteria, or the Billabot or Luakin and Rauger's Reach. New quests and 2-star veteran clan marked bills will become available from Elstrad upon reaching 63. Oh, well, we can fix that real quick. Unless it's an MSQ 63. Allow me to offer you some advice. Do not let the rich culture of the Far East blind you to its dangers. It spews forth creatures from your darkest imaginings. Yeah, I guess it's MSQ 63. Not Job 63. Yeah, we'll pick it up. Are these different than the ones over there? But it's the same seals that I get from the ones in Ishgard, I guess, right? A lot more experience. About twice as much, at least for the clan ones. That's the Realm Reborn ones. How many do I have so far? Yeah, it's the same thing, Centurio seals. That's alright, if it's more experience, then we'll get them. That's what we do, is where we get our Aetheryte tickets. Of which I currently have 993. So, more than a few hunts. No, what is this? 2-star. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I have at 63 or higher, right? Well, my red mage is 63. Elstrad of Shiokaze Hostery continues to keep a close and listening eye on passers-by. Gods be good, it is not every day I see one as strong as you pass by. I'm Elstrad of Clan Centurio, invite you to take part in our hunt. Ah, but I know your face. Aye, you are the firebrand, the one whose ways have kept her from rising through our ranks. Why did they say that? Like, it's been some while since we last met. Your eyes have changed, and that for the better. I'd venture you've had your share of grazes with death since then. The 1-star bills are no longer fit for you. Go and speak with Vula. See if the clan will not issue your bills more suited to one of your abilities. As the hunter grows, so too must the hunt. Go well, friend. Okay. Did they go the 4-star then? Because like they don't go that high, and it's only like there's 3 and then the elite mark in Ishgard. Elstrad told me to expect you. She mentioned it was time you tried your hand at a 2nd star. It would seem she's taken quite a liking to you, and rightly so. She's also fond on strong women. I suppose there's no faulting her for that. So be it. We'll see our 2 stars at your disposal, but do well to know the difficulty of far greater 1-star hunts you've seen. Prepare yourself. You're now able to undertake 2-star veteran clan mark. Okay, blah blah blah. 66. Okay, we'll just have to remember to get more later. Okay, back to Samurai. Okay, where the hell am I going? South. Looks like the bridge is somewhere. Here we go. Nope, that's not right. Just keep getting turned around. We'll sort out where to go eventually. It's our first time here. Are they in here? Nope. The short pier. Okay, we're at the short pier. Down. There's one. Oh, it won't let me jump. No. It won't let me down from there either. There we go. Yes, a Rogadan gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the Mad Devil. I sent him away like all the others before him. The woman, nay, I know her not. Where else could they be? You ask me if I have seen this Ori woman and this Rogadan samurai. The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help him. We travel solely between here and Radhatsan. It would be an unreasonable detour. Radhatsan, that's what the quenching oil you need to do the Rum Reborn weapons. It's called Radhatsan quenching oil. And they're like, oh, let's make a place to all that. Okay. I don't know where the hell I'm going. We're going up, I guess. No, that's not right. They have an MSQ sign above it. Minigumo, is this a door? Nope. I mean, it's a door, it's just not one I can use. Are you gonna be on the boat? It says down, but I mean, I was down. I don't know where down else I could go. I mean, down could just be the ship. Let me not jump all the way down again. Yeah, there he is. Draw distance. Passengers, no, we no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. I told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman? Pah. If it is a woman you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. Okay. Can I get to that aetheryte from here? Looks like there's a connection. Can I just jump down? How the hell do I get down there? I thought this would be quicker. No ways indoors. I'm gonna have to take the long way, aren't I? Well, gotta get it done at some point. If only my sprint lasted longer. Doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, recharge. Give me my sprint back. There we go. The dancing. I'm gonna have to go back the other way, anyways. I don't know. Okay. A tune. All right. Should be close to all of them after I get this one, unless there's one hidden that I didn't see. Like in the house. Is this the port? Yeah, we'll tune here because we'll probably have to leave from this area, I would think. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense to have this here. Is that all of them? You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Kugane. The airship landing is now accessible as an Ethernet destination. Okay. Abnerian Consulate. Okay, let's see if Lise had any luck. How did it? Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. Well, that answers my question. Oh, I can put that in my place. Speaking of, I'm running out of room. Most of this stuff's market prohibited. Alright, we're gonna have to go turn some of this stuff in, it looks like. Lise is about ready. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I've just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Gyodo. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means, and a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. Oh, it is like a weird little catfish thing. Kind of like the tonberries. It's like a beastman. She doesn't look happy. What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish. Oh, a fisherman. Okay. Nice. Yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in the proper manner. Sorry, I've never met let's start again. You're Gyodo, right? My name is Lise, and this is Illy. We're looking for some friends of ours. I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Well, that was helpful. Really? That's wonderful. Could you do the same for us? Yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tataru will let us take whatever we need from the Scion's coffers, right? We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasugare Bridge. Do not forget to bring your fare. Bring many gil, yes? It's about time our luck changed. Alphinaud and the others will be thrilled. Yeah, but many gil's not like a specific amount. Like many gil could be like, oh, he just needs 9. Or it could be like, oh, you need 10 million. Well, we'll leave it to Tataru. Where the hell is she anyways? Zoom out, map. It's probably a trap. This one, what is this one? Ruby Bazaar, okay. Back to Loloritos. It's like the mayor guy, right? Okay. How bizarre. Well, it's nice to have an Ethernet shard right here. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes. Here, Alfie. We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Althard. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us, and you'll never believe what happened. Made it to Fishman Island. So this Gyodo claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri. How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphinaud. Stupid's what I'd call it. How can you agree to this price without making any attempt to haggle or even confirming what it was in the first place? See, I knew this was coming. Yes, that too was a misstep on their part, but it's not what troubles me most. Gyodo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Gyodo claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master, and what better way to do so than by delivering her to the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him, but if Gyoto's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. Yeah, that's a way to solve a problem, too. Like, so if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well, we should prepare for the worst. Tataru will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Oh yeah, Alpha Node, so discreet. I guess better than Alize was at it. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs. Even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you, the Sekusegumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? I think I'd rather have like Thancred or Kryl like following. They're not here. To review, Lee Zilli and I will meet with Gyoto as planned. Alphanor will keep watch from a distance, ready to provide support in the likely event that Gyoto attempts to betray us to the Imperials or whomever else. Should that happen, you and Lise will subdue him, and together we will make our escape. As our actions will surely draw the attention of the Sekusegumi, we will evade them with Alphanode's assistance and return here with our prisoner. Does that meet with everyone's approval? Of course, these precautions will be for naught if Gyoto does not play us for fools, but we shall see to the bridge. To the bridge. Number 1. Okay. Another thing, wasn't like in the Wind Waker, the little map fish also like a catfish thing? That must be must be like a Japanese thing where it's like catfish just love money. Yeah, probably some story behind that. This is gonna be at the bottom. I need to go to the top, huh? I'm just trying to figure out which one would be quicker. Yeah, this one probably. The short pier. Tasogare Bridge. Our would-be allies nowhere to be seen. Make ready. Something smells fishy. It's probably a trap. Okay.
He's late.
Now, if that's as fast as he walks, he's going to be late all the time.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
How many gills?
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me. These ones are for Doma.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
It's never that simple.
Nothing personal, yes. Just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
Don't punch him into the water.
Come on, let's find a way out of here.
These little chocobos are a nice touch. Hey. Like, target the right people, damn it. There we go. I should really take these out first.
Of all the bloody places. Decidedly easy. There's probably more to it than that, I would think. Reinforcements. As expected, the Segu may have caught our scent. Since fighting them is out of the question, we'll have to wind our way back to the Ruby Bazaar, evading their patrols as we go. Is it a stealth mission? If they find you, use these smoke bombs to make your escape. Use the smoke bombs to evade the patrols. Be warned that attacking the Segumi will result in failure. I think there was like a rogue or ninja quest line that was like this. It's been a while, but you had to use hide and just kind of get around the guys. Okay, how do I use the smoke bombs? Okay, what do I do now? I can't attack. How do I use the smoke bomb? Okay, right. It's not like on any of my buttons. Which way am I supposed to be going? Oh, I guess I can only go a certain way. What is there like patrol? Am I going the right way? Yeah, I just gotta keep going forward. Okay, we'll go this way. Oh, okay, that's not gonna work.
can't go that way. I have to go around the other way. Kojin. Where the hell are you? First a talking fish, now a tortoise. Okay. Why are you helping? Well, yeah, lead me right to him. Yeah, this way. Yeah, right in front of all of them. I feel like I'm going in circles. Thank the 12 you made it. I feared our Kojin friend might not find you in time. Everything is going to be alright, trust me. Curiouser and curiouser.
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
What about the giant bell around his neck? Like...
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Kojin. We seek 4 foreigners. 1, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me, they cannot have gone far.
I gotta round up the Imperials that attacked me too.
All is well. The Sekisei Gumi will not return this way for some time.
I wasn't completely off with the way I was pronouncing it.
You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
Very surprised I was even close with that one. Sekusei Gumi.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Well done, you. When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisei to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say, but my motives are not so pure. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern and saw an opportunity.
An opportunity?
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Are we gonna have to stake him?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the Ruby Sea, did you not? I have a ship you can use.
That's nice.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
Sometimes you just need a foot in the door, right? Oh, it says... I guess we still need to find out what the Namazu knows. I'm still annoyed he tried to deceive us, but at least we were prepared for it. Even so, next time we should probably try to avoid running around Kugane in the middle of the night with half the city guard snapping at our heels. Making the catfish sing. It's like just giving us like a flat 100,000. Yeah, there's no point in anything else at the moment. Yeah, it's like 101,000. Lise would like to ask Yodo a few questions. Right then, Yodo should be coming around soon. I think it's time we had a little chat, don't you? Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No, more boots. No more boots. All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yugiri and Gosetsu, every last detail. If I find out later that you lied to me. No more lies. The clear, unvarnished truth, you have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us because you are an Imperial spy? No, I am no spy. I was just business. Fewer ships pass through Kugane these days and we have struggled to make ends meet. So, when the Garleans offered a bounty for any domans found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy, so what happened to the samurai? Such a cruel, vicious tongue you have. He would not go quietly. No. Blades were drawn, men were cut down, and the Segumi game, they took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me the Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known. If he is in custody, then I only need to see that requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane, but given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist of you yet, Master Alphinaud. Yeah, you just gotta grease the right palms, that's all. You are free to wait here while I speak with the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if Lise, Zillia, and I joined you. Alright, but what about Gyoto? I'll keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Gosetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure? As you wish. Everything is in order. Then let us be off. The Segumi barracks are to the north. Yeah, okay, we ran through those earlier. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, so we're just going straight to the barracks then? Okay. I didn't want to run up there and it turns out like, oh, I gotta talk to somebody back here first. That happens quite often. I could have just teleported there. Hancock. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Okay. We're here. Resume to our speed. Oh, I didn't even see that. I'm like, I see the thing on the map, but I couldn't even see the little glowy things. Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? Continue waiting. He said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. Calm down, Lise. Everything is going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I share Hercock's dim view of government officials and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I've gleaned of the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right? Right. Everything's fine. Probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we sit around waiting for something to happen.
How about you?
That's him, alright.
Was that? That was Gazetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
And they like sparring.
Victory to the samurai!
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gazetsu!
Oh! This is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
Yes, please explain.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisegumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
That's a solid plan.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Okay, well, we got one. We still need the other. Have to do something about all this inventory again.